both.
There we go. Awkward silence.
He's read it.
Just leaves us on red for the whole episode.
He says loading up. He's loading up. Did you hear the WhatsApp notification here just now?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I'm just turning mine off for the next hour as well.
It's just, I've got it active on the pooter just in case, but
oh yes, shit. Well, I'm closing my WhatsApp as well, and that should be okay. I don't think I've got anything else that should notify. It's all real. It's all real life.
Is this the real life? Is this just phantom?
No, it's apocalypse.
It's a pot clip.
All the shit has hit the fan. Right. Oh, so you've chosen the question for this one.
You say you've chosen it, like I don't always choose it.
Oh yeah. No, it was just I remember so clearly when I mentioned it before. The look of offence on your face. It's like, no, it's mine. You will not.
I have so little control.
No more control will be rendered from my person.
God, I hope I've sent him the right one. I think I have.
Cool. I've just brought the participants up. I'm not great on fucking Zoom because I'm never the host, and I always forget that I'm meant to invite the participants in once they're here. Oh no, we got him.
Hey,
we got him.
Hello.
How are you? All right?
Yeah, very well. How are you?
Yeah, great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, no worries. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for coming on, bud.
Yeah, we owe you a great deal.
No. You owe me nothing. Absolutely nothing.
We will stand you a drink of your choice, soft only.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, Diet Coke, please.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to start recording locally my end, if that's okay with y'all.
Oh, I have to request to record. Do you want me to record as well? I've sent a request.
Yeah, I'll approve. Apply these to all future requests. That's handy.
Right, I'm going as well.
Fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to send a request as well.
I feel like I've gone back 5 years.
I didn't realise this was a thing. I've literally loaded up Audacity.
Wow.
Well, I've got 3 or 4 redundancies going. This is great.
Oh, I'm recording on Audacity and recording Zoom, and then you guys have got all yours as well. It's like, if we fuck this up, this is catastrophic.
Yeah. This would be a stinker.
Right, I'm going to count down from 3. And on 0, we clap.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Shut Up and Answer the Question, the show where we take as long as possible to answer your questions. I'm Ethan Lawrence.
And I'm Sean Antony.
This is weird, isn't it? We're on a Zoom.
This is really weird. Yeah, it's just, normally I'm used to you being like here and sort of very loud in the ears, and now you're just very loud in the ears, but very far away. I feel so lonely.
Nearly 2 miles away.
Yep, 2 whole miles, at least a half-hour walk.
But there's a reason why we're on a Zoom, Sean.
And yes. And what is
Okay,
that
I'll just
reason?
keep talking then. So there's a reason why we're on a Zoom. And that is because we have a guest.
Yay! Our first guest.
This is a guest ep. And to introduce this guest, I have written stuff down on a pad in front of me.
Oh no.
Like everything else.
And he doesn't like it. I can sense it. However, this is happening. You may know him as an extraordinarily talented musician. Recently off the back of a sold-out live show that had to freaking move venues because it was so sold out. You may know him as a podcast co-host of the Happy Hour podcast and You Don't Know What You're Doing podcast with my old mucker David Earl. You may know him as a YouTube sensation on the channels Away Days and Gaffers. I know him because we first started DMing when I was making a horror movie in a fishing lodge. Please welcome Alfie Indra!
Yay!
Wow, that was great. Thank you.
I've spent almost a minute on that.
Really, it was really good, and it was really well delivered as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a professional.
No, I could tell. I could tell. I was
I
witnessing
mean, yeah, we've
greatness.
yet to be paid for this, but we'll get there.
Season 1 until we're paid.
Yep, season 1 until we're paid. That's the thing that we said on WhatsApp 2 days ago that didn't make it into a podcast. Yeah, this is great.
Oh yeah. We're banking them as well. So yeah, there's probably going to be some in jokes that we're going to be making that people may not understand until re-listening. So yeah, go back and re-listen to the podcast and the episodes again because we need the listens.
This isn't going to come out for 4 years.
4 years, only 4 years.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
It's 2029. It's
COVID
timeless.
2.0.
Yeah, it's not bad.
How are you, Alfie?
I'm good, mate. Thank you. I just been really busy, so I haven't. This is the first time I've sort of sat down to think, which is quite nice.
This will be
in
good.
like
I mean,
2 weeks.
we're not going to push you too hard with the thing.
No, push me.
Oh, okay, fine.
I want to be challenged.
Just going to change the question. It wasn't going to be something silly, but it's going to be about theoretical physics now.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll do my best.
No. We don't do theoretical physics here. Not after the debacle that we had trying to fire nuclear waste into the sun.
Oh, right. Yeah, I heard about that.
So, without further ado, really, I think it's time for me to ask you guys a question. This question comes from friend of the show, Catherine Holmes, a dear friend of mine as well.
Cool.
She asks this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh.
Alfie, what's your story with sandwiches?
Well, I think I've been out the game a little bit. I reckon for the last year, I've been more of a rap guy, not the music,
yes.
as in the rap, the tortilla rap.
Yes.
So I've been more. I feel like it's packaged a little bit nicer. The filling is.
Is this a corn or a flour tortilla? This is the stuff people want to know.
What is it called? I embarrassingly wouldn't know what it's made up of. I would guess flour.
Okay,
From the
fair
places
enough.
that I'm getting my wraps from, I would guess they're flour.
Are you willing to dox the place that you get
Oh
wraps
yeah, of
from?
course. Yeah, of course. So I'll often go to Tesco's.
Okay.
Often. There's one near my house. And
Big
then if I'm
Tesco
going,
or Tesco
oh, it's big.
Metro?
No, it's a
Yeah.
superstore. It's a superstore.
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a superstore. It's a really good one as well in Stone Market where I live. It's a really good one.
Nothing but the best for Alfie Indra.
No, of course. And like sometimes maybe a Subway wrap. I don't know if you guys dabble in that, but
I've not tried any of the wraps actually. I am partial to a Subway.
yes, yes, they're good. I'd recommend.
Awesome.
Subway wrap, because our Subway moved, didn't it, Sean?
Oh yeah,
We used to have it in the high street. Now it's near the big Tesco. Ironically enough.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
We're bonding.
Tesco, Subway, we have so much in common.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I suppose the follow up question to that is a wrap a sandwich?
Flipping heck. I am
Well,
being challenged.
is a sandwich like, because you can have the open face sandwich as well, then, which is only one piece of bread on the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, here we go.
If that
This
is
is
classed as a sandwich, then
well, this is where we get to it.
technically a
We
wrap
need to
or-
define our parameters. This is what the pod is always about.
Well, I think I would argue that then you're saying beans on toast is a sandwich.
Is that so wrong, Alfie?
It is wrong. I think that is wrong actually. I find that quite offensive because
Okay.
beans on toast is beans on toast. So
Right. Okay.
which
But
means
then it's toast as well. So would it then mean that it's an open
yeah,
face
you've
toasty?
actually done me there. You've
Open
done me
face
there.
toasty. Speak to that, Alfie. Speak to that.
Man, that sounds like something you get served at like a cafe somewhere.
That's the way they can charge you like 13 quid for it.
I know. Well, my initial thought there was like, if it's beans on toast, then if you have a sandwich filling on bread, it logically has to be. So, say it's a chicken open sandwich, it's chicken on bread. If it's
Yes.
beans on toast, but you're right, they would call that an open sandwich because the bread's not toasted.
You wouldn't say chicken on bread. That
You wouldn't
feels
say that.
it feels disgusting in my mouth. Actually, some bile has come up.
Because then would that be then? Well, what other way would you describe a hot dog? Is it something on its own? In which case would that then be a chicken hot dog? Because you've just got one piece of bread with chicken in the middle. And then in Australia, that's actually how they have their hot dogs. They have it with a slice of bread and not a bun.
Really?
Yeah.
So the hot dog is defined by the shape of the meat inside rather than the breaded bun.
So you need a meat cylinder in a bun. Oh,
But to that
would be a
end,
bad
if you
one to be
put a
cooked.
if you put a meat cylinder in a bun, if you put a hot dog on a bread and don't fold it, is that
Yeah,
a hot dog or a sandwich?
No, that's not. You're right. You're fucking.
Is that an open faced sandwich? An open faced hot dog sandwich?
Yeah, it is. That would.
What's
be-
your history with hot dogs, Alfie?
I think I started very young on these. I
Yeah.
started very young on these. There's a local butcher's in Wickham Market where my family have got their sausages for generations, and I mean that.
Generations.
Well, probably 3, which is actually quite a few generations.
Yeah.
For
No,
sausage.
that takes you back at least 50, 70 years.
Yeah. So at
So I'm
least
guessing
3
this is
generations.
like an old school traditional butcher.
Oh yeah, really old school. It does
Oh,
nice
awesome.
sausages, but it meant that I was eating those very regularly, very very regularly. I'd say like twice a month.
In,
That means
in
you've
hot
got
dog
the
form.
quality sausages as well for those to go into
Oh,
the
yeah.
hot dog bun instead of like the the normal American style hot dogs that just seem to be
No, these
ultra
were
processed. You got some decent sausages.
yeah, these were very decent. Revits they're called, and so I
Shout out to Revits, please don't say
yeah
that.
shout out to Revits. Yeah, go down to Wickham Market and check them out. They're very delicious. But then I actually went vegetarian / vegan for I was sort of an angsty teen that wanted to make a difference in the world.
I really want to jump on the slash.
Yeah.
How intense was the veganism as opposed to the vegetarianism?
So vegetarianism I would say lasted like a year. Then
Okay.
veganism, I think I did that for like maybe like 3 years. And that was pretty consistent. You slip up along the way, of course you do. You're a
We're
being.
human.
Yeah. And
No one's checking as well. Like,
no,
God
I
isn't
was checking. No, God wasn't checking. God wasn't checking, but I was checking. God put Revits in the world, so
There we go.
God
So he
save Revits.
yeah.
I mean, that's some discipline. If you've got rivets just there, and
No, I know.
you're walking past, and you're
And
like,
you have to
"No,
remember
no,
the
not
family
today."
still ate them. Yeah, the family still ate them. So
In
they were
front
under
of your
my
very
nose.
eyes.
Yeah. But
That's
I stuck
almost
strong.
abuse in a way.
Yeah, it was unkind. It was really unkind, actually. Yeah. They were trying to isolate me. It was abusive.
Successfully as well.
Yeah, it's worked. And
I mean, I
then-
guess because you're an angsty teen, you're kind of isolated anyway, right? But you've chosen that for yourself.
yes, I was probably really annoying. That's what I was probably really annoying.
It's because nobody understands when you're a teen, except
Yeah,
every person who's been through teens. But you don't realise that at the time.
no, I know. And oh my god, look
Oh!
at that.
We have an invader on the pod, a new guest.
Yeah, I hope my landlord's not watching.
We can absolutely cut this.
No, please don't. No. This is Patsy.
Hi, Patsy.
Hi, Patsy.
Patsy, by the way, is a cat. Also, we don't have producer Milo with us today, who is a dog, so that's good.
Oh, they could have met. She likes to do this constantly, actually.
Sort of as a kind of parrot.
Yeah, I have 2 gaming chairs and they're just shredded to bits from this cat. But she's a friendly cat. Yeah.
Beauty of cat ownership.
Yeah, it's a lot.
To jump back onto your angsty teen point, I suppose one of the nice things about your angst manifesting itself as veganism is that you weren't out and about, like, pushing over old ladies or kicking the shit out of a bus stop.
No, I went the other way. I was quite self-righteous, I imagine.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was a bit dick. Was I a dick? I can't
So hard
imagine
to
I was a
tell.
dick. Honestly, I'm thinking back, was I a dick? I can't imagine I was a dick. But I would have been like, oh, you just don't get it. That sort of vibes. You just don't get it vibes.
The world, man. I'm saving the world one non-eaten sausage at a time.
Exactly.
More on
innit?
the emo side of things.
Yes, a little bit. A lot of My Chemical Romance was being consumed, if you remember those guys.
Oh, yes.
Who could forget?
Yeah. So I was that guy, and then I'd say about then I slowly then start becoming vegetarian again, and then you eat some fish, and then blah blah blah. And now I'm back on the rabbits, just constantly. Got some in the
Smashing
fridge.
rabbits.
Yeah,
Awesome.
honestly, yeah.
What was
So
the,
it's interesting as like from a foodie point of view, kind of once you've gone from vegetarianism to veganism and then sort of back to pescatarianism, is the food like, do you just get used to a level of food and then when you try it again you're like, oh man, this is nice and new? Or is it kind of like,
there's
oh
a
man,
novelty.
this is a world of difference?
Yeah, there's a novelty. You get a novelty back. It's really strange because it's stuff you've had a million times, but because you haven't had it for years, you're like, bloody hell, this, I don't remember it being like this.
Do you remember the gateway drug that sort of broke veganism into vegetarianism, and then from there, do you remember what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Yeah, I do. I remember the exact time. So
Care to share?
Yeah, honestly, this is crazy, guys. I was in Las Vegas with Jack, who I do the pod with, Jack, mate. And we were at a buffalo wings thing, some sort of wings thing. Now, I had ordered the cauliflower wings.
Delicious.
But I know, bloody hell. But I was served chicken. There were these little popcorn chicken things, and I didn't realise for 2 bites.
Damn.
And I ate it, and I was like, these cauliflower wings in America are amazing.
America knows how to do cauliflower wings.
Yeah.
What is your secret recipe? Chicken.
It's chicken, you fool.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, I ate a chicken wing and it was nice and nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. Well, it did. A chicken died. But but I wasn't there for that.
That chicken would have been dead anyway, so yeah.
I know. But then I had it on the mind. I was like, fucking hell, that cauliflower wing was bloody delicious because it was made of chicken. And then you go, maybe someone makes you something and you're like, oh yeah, I won't tell them I'm vegetarian, and then you just slip into it.
I think it
like
speaks to your
reframing.
lack of discipline and rigor. I personally.
Yes, no, genuinely,
After 5 years.
no, but
Man.
it took one bite for that to come crumbling down instantly, and
I
then
think
on
it's just
tour,
for
on the
me
happy
as
hour tour, I
well.
smashed it.
For me as well, like it's the fact that after that, it wasn't so much that you were then feeding yourself chicken; you were letting other people feed you,
No, I know, very submissive.
absolving yourself of blame.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so true. I was like, well, it would be rude not to. It's their fault for doing this.
There we go. It's like, well, I don't know about you guys, but if someone brings you the wrong plate of food or something at a restaurant, I'm very much caught like, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're probably busy. I'll just have this. I don't know what it is, but I'll have that instead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in a minority on this call then. I mean, I know
Really?
we can blame this on Sean being a lapsed Catholic, but for me, if I get served the wrong thing, I'm like, this is wrong. Never rude about it, Alfie. Don't think I'm a sort of person who
how
attacks.
do you say it? Because you definitely don't go, this is wrong.
Okay, right. Let's act that out. Right? Okay,
Yeah.
Sean, can you serve me something that isn't correct?
Hello, monsieur. Here is your meal for today.
All right, stop there for a second. I would never go to a French restaurant.
You wouldn't go. No. I was really there. I felt like I was at the table there. That was a really good impression.
Okay, I'm really sorry to have broken the illusion.
Yeah.
Can we start again?
Where do you want to be?
Do you know what? What accent do I want Sean to do?
Shit.
I think
I've made a bed for myself now.
yeah. Let's stay away from Asian cuisine, maybe.
All right, okay.
Please do.
Asian cuisine is out of correct. I really fancy a Ghanaian.
Hello, mate. Here's your dinner.
Hey! He's a 7th generation immigrant, of course.
Ghanaian.
Okay, let's do Italian. That makes it easier because then you can do a fun Papa de
Yeah.
Right, I've got to get into it now. Shit.
Deep
Take
breath.
your time. Take your time.
We can do this.
Oh, man. Now I'm going to start laughing.
Sean's a voiceover artist. He should be good at this.
No, I know.
I should be. That's where the pressure is up now.
Yeah.
Hello, signor. Your pizza.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Is this I did ask for a pepperoni. Is that?
Sì, the pepperoni.
Oh, that's pepperoni.
Sì.
Because yeah, sorry. I thought it was chicken or something. I feel really pressured now.
It's a pepperoni of the chicken. Yes.
Oh, it's chicken pepperoni, right? The menu
Sì.
did not make that clear. Look, well, okay, great.
Sì,
Sure, I mean, I'll give it a go.
You bottled it.
Of course, I bottled it.
Totally bottled it.
Because I thought
the
English came through.
I'm
Allow
so
me to
disappointed.
explain. I was not expecting the waiter to. I assumed I'd asked for a pepperoni and been given a margarita. I was not expecting to be told that I had a different kind of pepperoni that I didn't recognize.
That's the real world, mate.
Gaslighting waiter.
That's not the real world. I've never had chicken pepperoni.
Oh, honestly, I thought you were going to really. There was the slightest bit of pushback, and you just crumbled straight away.
It's because I don't. Yeah, I think I'm very conscious of having worked pizza delivery myself. I'm very conscious of not being a dick to people working front of house / takeaway / retail.
Yeah.
Because people can be really nasty.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I tell you the time that I nearly got eaten by a dog while I was delivering pizza.
I haven't heard that one.
All right, so I was on a delivery. It was to a local farm. I'm sure you know we all live out in the sticks, so a lot of our deliveries were to large country piles. Incidentally, large country pile people do not tip, so that's something for you to know. But this particular one, and I'm not going to say where it is because that would be unfair. Although, given what happened subsequently, maybe it isn't. So I turn up. Get out the car, get out my little Vauxhall Viva, Walk up to the thing, ring the doorbell, opens up. The pizza delivery itself goes fine. I hand it over. They've paid by card, not a problem. No tip, obviously, country pile. So I turn around, they shut the door, and then mere moments later, I hear a bark. And I'm like, okay, well, they've got dogs. It's a farm. That's fine. I turn around and they've done what I can only describe as releasing the hounds. Two
Smithers.
Rottweilers are running through like an open gate, like absolutely gunning for me. And I'm like, holy, I didn't know what to do. Do you know what? I crumbled under the pressure.
Again.
I just sort of like moved backwards, like keeping them in my eye line, just back towards the car. I'm like scrambling for the handle.
Jeez.
I managed to get the handle, but one of them's already on me. Like he clamps his teeth on my leg.
What?
Now it doesn't bite. I will say this. It doesn't bite. It just sort of as if it was like a warning.
Yeah.
And thinking to myself, holy shit, because I'm the minimum wage employee, if I attack this dog,
Yeah.
this will now be on me.
Yeah.
And so I'm balancing all this in my head. I've got this chemistry in my head where I'm like, okay, I can't attack and kill this dog because then I will be fired. I can't continue this because otherwise I'm going to lose a leg.
Yes.
And so I just placed my hand on the Rottweiler's head and just pushed it away like Jesus.
And it worked.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Because
I never
And
heard
then-
Jesus say sort of to one of his.
an unsure Jesus.
Yeah.
Sort of pushed it away, and then I went to get in the car, and it went for me again. I just slammed the door,
No way.
and so I was sat in the car like panicking. You know how like
He'd be fucking
even though it
shaking.
wasn't like dangerous or anything, like
I'd
well,
be
maybe
crying.
been dangerous. I didn't know,
Yeah.
so
I'd
I
be
was sat
crying.
there like drive back to the store, and I just barge straight into the manager's office, and I'm like, right, we're putting them on a do not deliver list. That was
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
I got mauled. I got mauled by a Rottweiler.
Oh my god. Did nobody come out throughout the whole thing?
No. But they'd already got their pizza. They were fine.
They were
Job
munching
done.
away. Oh,
Bloody hell, man.
that's terrifying.
Munching down on their chicken pepperoni.
You did you shout or anything like help or like
I think I was quiet. I think I
Silence.
didn't have the capacity for noise at that point. Which
That's
for people
really
who know me
scary.
would like find that very surprising because I've normally got something to say about everything.
yeah. Yeah.
Blimey.
That's genuine. That is terrifying. That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
But hey, we live and learn. And
Yep. And this is to do with hot dogs being a sandwich as well, yeah.
oh yeah, sorry, good question.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking then, why are we on?
This
getting attacked by
they
dogs?
get so
Oh, it
off
was the
rails.
pizza. It was the pizza, wasn't it?
Oh yes, yeah.
yes, actually, it's a pizza an open top sandwich.
I don't.
No, it's a pizza. It's a pizza. It's got to be a pizza.
Isn't pizza? Isn't I thought pizza is? I might have heard this incorrectly, but I thought pizza is sort of Italian for a pie.
Pizza pie. Yeah.
Like a calzone. Is a calzone a sandwich?
It's folded over.
It's folded over.
Is that a wrap then?
It's more wrap-like, really, but it's like a thick wrap.
Yeah.
Really thick and crusty wrap.
Yeah.
More like a Cornish pasty.
Well, is a pasty a pizza?
Oh god damn
no,
it.
that's ridiculous. That's
Too
wild.
many. That is the most English version of that question.
All right, there I'm going down the mines. I've got my Cornish calzone.
Imagine that just on an open piece of pastry. You've just got some, I don't know, some potato and meat. And some-
Yeah, that wouldn't work, would it? Open. A pasty wouldn't work open at all.
They cut them in half though sometimes, don't they? When they're serving it in the fancy places where they're selling it to you for £19.
Yes, they do. They do, yeah. I think we need to segregate more in the sandwich world.
Right, just isolate that.
No.
No, Alfie Indra. I think we need to segregate more.
Well, in the sandwich world, yes. Can a pizza be a pizza? Can a pasty be a pasty? Can a hot dog be a hot dog? Let's have more sections.
I see.
Let,
Okay,
let
so
those
you're
snacks identify as they feel most comfortable.
Yes, let them be their own thing. Yeah.
if only we could ask them
I know.
how they feel.
I think they would want to be individual.
But is that you putting that on them? I mean, I don't know if that's
Actually,
maybe they've
that's a
got
very good
maybe
point.
all sandwiches have like a jessed out consciousness. We don't know this.
But it's because you have, especially here, we have sausage sandwiches. But if that was a sausage sandwich, would that just be a hot dog?
Exactly. Great point.
But then we've still got hot dogs and we've got sausage sandwiches. I am more partial to a sausage sandwich personally.
I think
about you?
You might have
What's your-
cracked it. I like a hot dog. I think it's easily consumed, more easily consumed.
You spend a lot of time in your day to day sort of around football grounds,
Hmm.
where it feels like that's sort of a comestible that you may find. Have you found that in your experience? Speak to us of Scran.
Yeah, it's every ground will have. I mean, it's strange now because when I used to go when I was younger, I had a season ticket at Ipswich Town, and there'd be a burger van, and you get more of your classic hot dogs, burgers, and I think you can still do that, but you see more now like the sort of rollover style. You see a
Yeah.
lot more sausage rolls. It's that kind of thing, something you can have a bit more on the go in this modern world where everyone's.
I think I think you hit the nail on the head there. Something like a wrap or a hot dog and stuff like that is so much easier to eat on the go. And then the question maybe it should be instead, is a hot dog a wrap? Because it is that whole easily
It's more of a
on
wrap
the
to
go
me
thing.
than a sandwich. Yeah, it's
I
more
think,
of
yeah.
a wrap.
This is interesting because now we're really getting to it. However, I am going to divert briefly because we've got Alfie on, and I say briefly because we've got Alfie on, and I can't not ask this question.
Okay.
What is the fanciest football ground food you've ever eaten?
Ooh, that's cool.
That's so good. I honestly, so Ellis, who I do away days with, does a lot of hospitality, loads of it. And when he does those ones, I never get to go.
Of course.
I never go. I go to the non-league grounds that do cold, like maybe like a cold hot dog with like cold onions in. I'm
So
trying to
Alfie
think.
Indra, the perpetual second stringer.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. Honestly, in everything I do, I'm so bottom of the pile. I'm trying to think of like a really, if I have done a fancy one. I must have done. This is so sad. I must have done over the years. I've had like, no, this doesn't count. I've been to like football hospitality bits, but it's been for like an awards thing.
right, okay,
And
it's
they
not an actual game.
Yeah, they'll put a fancy meal on. But I've seen like hospitality food. I like some of it is like really proper restaurant quality halftime meals.
God, imagine watching a football game with a lamb shank.
Genuinely. Like,
I
yeah.
couldn't picture it.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't
the
picture
weird-
me at a football game, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
In American stadiums and stuff, though, they do have like the weird that like they have their own food that you get from that ground as well, don't you? Like there's a lot of them. They have like the turkey legs, or they have like chicken fried donuts or something like that. And
Well, this is
so
actually why I
it'd
brought
be
it up because
interesting
I
to have something
saw
like that
Oh, sorry, go on.
here. I was just saying, I was just saying it would be interesting to have something like that here.
Well, because the reason why I brought it up is because I saw a picture on Instagram of an Italian ground, the name of which I do not know, where they were serving in quite a hot dog style, I must say, an octopus tentacle in a bun.
I saw that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ooh.
that's what put me onto this because I saw that and I was like, wow, imagine getting that at, like Barnsley.
I can't. This is me being so close-minded and probably a bit offensive, but my close-minded, like English raised brain cannot see how that's pleasant.
I'm the oh shit! I hit the mic.
That's good.
Yeah, I can't see. I can't see the same like with octopus. I don't know if it's because it is like they are smart, sentient beings on their own, and so eating them makes me feel a bit awkward.
Oh,
or just
really?
having something like I don't know, octopus. Because I've never tried
I think
it.
for me, it's just like
that weird,
yeah.
chewy.
Texturally, yeah.
Yeah.
The little suction things. But it might be really nice.
Right, I
And
find
you
myself
might-
in the minority again because I have eaten octopus.
Right.
Is it good?
There are two things about octopus. Number one, the suckers actually don't really come into it. You really don't notice it. There's something about the cooking process that like just sort of eliminates that as a texture. The second thing is that octopus is one of those meats where you either have to cook it for 2 minutes or 27 hours.
Right.
There is no in between. Like it's either got to be real fast cook or real slow cook. I had a real fast cook. It was at a tapas restaurant in London. This was after we'd just filmed if in one day every single sketch of Horrible Histories that we could in the Tower of London.
Wow.
So it was a long day.
Yeah.
And like afterwards I went with the second assistant director, Charlie Killick, shout out Charlie Killick, and the production runner, Judd, shout out Judd, done service. And we went to this like kind of fancy tapas restaurant, and Charlie ordered because he's a very food-minded man. And it was this, it came out in chunks, this octopus tentacle. It was like sliced thus.
Right. That appeals more to me.
And
Appeals more to me.
I seem to recall there was some kind of sweet sauce. I can't remember exactly the constituent parts of it, but the octopus itself, nice bite to it, not too chewy, not dissimilar in flavor profile to squid.
Right,
Okay.
squid's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a slightly more robust squid, is what I would say.
Interesting. And did you have sucker on? Could you see the sucker visually?
They were visually there, yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
but they really don't play in as a factor when you're eating it. It's quite odd. Because when you look at it, you're like, I can't believe I'm about to put this in my mouth. This is insane. Like this is going to get stuck to the inside of my cheek and I'll choke.
That's the horrifying thing. I think that's part of they're instinctually they go for the mouth and nose of whatever's attacking them. And I've seen some videos like when they try and have them as raw as possible, where they're still whipping around and they go right down the throat. And yeah, that's what made me just go, oh God, I can't.
Yeah, I'm quite adventurous as an eater. I don't know if I would tackle a live octopus.
Yeah, right.
I'd feel like a Rottweiler attacking a pizza delivery driver. I just don't think it would work.
Yeah, it's the texture. That's probably what the Rottweiler was saying to the other one.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm about to put this in my mouth.
You know, I was
still
going
got
to
the
bite
wrapper
down,
on
but
it.
the texture just wasn't right. I felt like I was getting a lot of resistance. And he was like panting as well, and I found that really off-putting.
Do you know what? Let's leave all this in. We're using free Zoom, so we just had a quick break.
Lovely.
This is your call to action to share the pod so that we can start making some money off of this and get real Zoom.
And by just like if you've enjoyed it, 5-star it, lovely. If you didn't, if it's anything less than 5-star, then just sort of
Fuck off.
carry on.
Just fuck off.
Is
Not
that
enough of it.
Would you accept a 4-star, or would you be like, no, it's 5-star or fuck off?
Why put 4? Why put 4? Why?
Maybe they just thought
Yeah, exactly.
This is not
make
a
This
This is
missing
not
something.
a qualitative thing. It's just we
They're
all know it's
vegetarian.
5 stars to get the. It's just oh my god!
They
I'm
didn't
actually-
relate
I'm
to the content. They don't like
really
hot dogs.
angry.
Yeah.
Really angry.
At the fictional 4-star review.
So mad.
I'm going to drop
Yeah.
it a 4-star just to piss you off now.
Thanks, Alfie. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, we're also kind of radical as podcasters because we put the plugging and sharing of the pod in the middle of the podcast.
I like it though.
It's really natural.
Well, if they've stuck around this far, they might be like, yeah, I've experienced something with these guys. I'll do a 5-star.
If they've stuck around
If
this
there's a
far.
big if, yeah.
Is an octopus tentacle in a bun a hot dog?
No.
And would that then be a sandwich?
This is
Because now, Alfie, that's interesting that you were so vehement in your denial there. Because to me, there's no material difference between an octopus tentacle in a bun and a hot dog sausage in a bun. Really?
for me. Yes, I suppose it's the shape. If you got an octopus and formed it into a sausage shape, then
Okay.
and put it in a hot dog bun, I'd say that was an octopus hot dog.
But it has
so
to be the
you've got
whole
meat-
octopus.
It's got like the meat sausage.
Yes. Yeah.
So you have to put an octopus in its own casing.
Yes. So yeah.
I tell you what, that sounds like a bloody some kind of van that you get at a festival. You can just
would.
choose what meat you want as your hot dog in a bun.
Have you
That's a
eaten
great
exotic meats, Alfie?
Have I eaten exotic meats? No. Have I? No, I don't think I have. I think the weirdest thing I've ever had is a chicken's heart. I've eaten some
Ooh.
chicken's heart.
Okay.
And that was when I was a vegan. Which is so weird.
Questions?
Yeah.
You're the worst vegan ever.
I know.
You're constantly
I know.
tempted by chicken.
I know. Any part of it.
I mean,
was
to have broken your veganism for like a chicken wing is one thing, but
No, I know.
offal, Alfie.
The only bit of meat I had in the space of like 4 years was a chicken's heart.
What was that? Was that again accidentally given to you, or was it? It's a beetroot.
No.
It's very moist for a beetroot.
I know. I thought I was ordering a cauliflower heart. To be fair.
So how did this come about?
Well, I was out with the pod dudes, the happy hour pod dudes, and a waiter came over with some chicken's heart. Was like, "This is chicken's heart. If anyone wants to try some," and everyone was like, "No," and I thought I could impress everyone by having some of it. So it was a vanity thing.
Was drinks involved?
No, stone cold sober.
Oh, wow.
Stone cold sober.
I would probably do the same though, but to be fair.
Yeah, which is quite sad, isn't it?
Do you sort of view the eating of like sort of your slightly madder foods as like a competition element, like how it puts you above someone else if you're having sort of like a kind of crazy bite?
I thought they might think that I'm this like kooky dude that does crazy stuff.
So you did it as a wanting to be different kind of guy as opposed to wanting to be superior kind of guy.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be superior. I was trying to be like, oh, here, this guy do anything. He just ate some chicken's heart and he's a vegan.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, when you
What
say
a-
it out loud,
such
it's
a
not
mad lad.
Yeah, it's not that crazy, really.
So radical.
I know.
Chicken, so how was it?
It was just kind of like it was just the same. It had been cooked within an inch of its life, I think, and it just tasted like some chicken, just some brown meat.
Was it served with a sauce or a jus, perhaps?
Oh no, plonked on the plate, just straight
Just
up.
plonked, wow.
Yeah. It's not very big. It's like the size of like a I don't know, a little acorn or something.
Well, this is a callback to when we were talking about owls, Sean, which at this point will be 6 episodes ago. So I hope everyone's up on the owl lore. Everything inside birds is small, isn't it? That's my observation. You can do with that what you will.
Well, they are quite small themselves, aren't they? So I suppose, and yeah, if they're flying as well, they've got to be kind of like light on the carry-on baggage, I suppose.
Yeah.
Imagine if a chicken had a fucking massive heart. Like you
it does
you
work,
open up
does
a
it?
chicken. There's nothing in there except just one massive heart. They've got no kidneys, nothing. Just a the size of a human heart.
Well, I wonder if I wonder if the insides of a bird. See, now I'm saying this, I'm thinking, do you know what? I've actually lost my morals here, because I'm thinking now I've eaten a bloody chicken's heart, and before I would never have had milk. But I'm eating
Got to
chickens.
eat the heart of your enemies
Yeah.
to gain their courage.
Yeah.
The courage of a chicken.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of a crisis in my mind now of like, oh god, I've just really lost all my. I don't know. As you get older, do you think you just kind of go, oh fuck it, I'm gonna die one day, who cares?
Yeah, I've found that's like more and more as things go past. I mean, as probably the oldest here by quite a margin. Yeah, I get that quite a
Sean
lot.
is 87 years old.
Are you?
Oh, don't you know? I
Pretty
look
good.
good for my age.
Yeah. Still podding.
I'm going for the role of Dumbledore.
That was
I think
good.
someone's already got it, haven't they?
Yeah, I think
fuck.
so. Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. And
Submitted
there's
my
just-
audition late.
Unfortunately, there's no way to check, so we'll just have to leave that.
Yeah, if only there was some sort of like web of connected devices
Yeah.
that people could use to sort of get their information.
Yeah, really quickly.
Until we have such a thing, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave that conversation there. Were you a big Harry Potter kid, Alfie?
Oh, insane. I still am.
Oh,
Insanely. Yeah, insanely into it. All the lore and like I got really on the first Happy Hour live tour. I exclusively listened to theories and like the history of Harry Potter like every single day for hours on the tour bus. It was really weird.
Did you
I found
find
that
that centered you though?
Yeah. Why did that center me? Why did I need to hear that every day? It was like it
It's
was
your
like
comfort zone. Yeah. Like your comfort blanket.
yeah.
And I suppose when it comes to lore, like you're in a way you're sort of getting a sense of ownership over the whole thing because it's not just the stuff that's in the books; it's what people have extrapolated from outside of
Yeah.
it. You're trying to find a sense of ownership over the thing you love.
God.
That's what I love about fandoms, though, is like that they can create their own stories and they make those worlds within that world.
Yeah.
So yeah, like even with like Star Wars and Marvel and stuff like that, there as well. They've got those little stories that happen inside it, which is kind of cool. To see the more the universe come to life, I suppose.
Yeah.
And as
Well,
for
I-
you
yeah.
specifically, Alfie, I think the reason why you were listening to that while on tour is because you were on tour. There's a certain sense of a lack of control, perhaps,
Yes.
over sort of like the way your life is going, even though it's like structured and you know where you're going.
Yeah.
Touring, I guess, would be like some kind of. I mean, I've never toured, so I don't really know, but like touring feels like there'd be like almost a kind of limbo that you're in the whole
Yeah,
time.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. You're between really intense hours. So like say like there's a 2-hour period every night that's really intense when you're on stage and like meeting everyone and it's really nice and like you feel really good. And then you immediately stop. But then you're doing it again the next night. So that period between the two shows was quite weird.
Is it really sort of stringent in terms of like you've obviously got your show and then afterwards you go like, right, okay, this till this, we got to do one thing, from here to here we got to do the other, like you've got to keep everything tight.
Yeah,
At the same time.
you've got a tour manager who, like, just tells you where to be every day. So it would be like show, meet everybody at the stage door, and then some people go out for drinks. I like to just go back to the hotel and just like chill. So then you do that, have something to eat, go to sleep, wake up, travel, and then just repeat for like weeks.
I've found that because often away for like acting work, I'll spend a lot of time in hotels. Like, there's something. What's the word I'm looking for? Like liminal about hotels. Like they sort of they're odd places because you sort of feel like you're existing halfway between a home and a stranger's room.
Yeah, it's so weird. And like I would find that I wouldn't even like get my stuff out my bag because I'd be like, oh, I'm packing it again tomorrow anyway. So like you never really settle.
I suppose that would be more consistent, yeah. Because like
Yeah.
usually if I'm staying in a hotel, I'm usually there for like the week that we're shooting on location. But for you, it's like
Right.
in
So
out in
so
out.
you're homemaking a little bit then.
A little bit. I mean, it's hard to in a hotel.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I remember when we were doing again, this horrible histories. We were shooting when we were doing location. We did 2 series back to back, so it was a really, really long shoot. It was about I think it was 13 weeks.
Yeah.
8 of which were on location. And while it wasn't too far away from London, we were generally sort of belting the M25. There was one where we were staying quite deep into Kent.
Right.
It was like I can't remember the name of the place now, but it's like there's like a dry harbor dock like connected to like an old historic fake town. They use it
Yeah.
quite a lot for shooting because it just looks the part. It's kind of a chocolate
Yeah.
box sort of place. But we were all of us, cast, crew, literally everyone, all staying in the same travel lodge.
Wow.
And like by day 3, we'd gone feral. like like we'd shoot we'd get in at 6 or 7 in the morning. We'd finish at 7 at night. We'd come back to the hotel, just like we'd all collapse at the bar.
Wow.
And then like we're all drinking. We're all
way.
like, all this is going on. Like the hotel kitchen can't get the burgers out fast enough.
Wow.
And like we're playing werewolf.
No
Like,
way.
we're just all going insane in this hotel together. It was
Was
great.
it fun? Did you have fun?
It was super fun. Like it's funny enough, like you were saying with having moments of being extremely on and then like the downtime being extremely off.
Mm.
We'd be working so hard on those shoot days because Horrible Histories, we do like 4, 5, 6 sketches a day.
Mm.
So that's like a lot of work in a very small amount of time because we only have the one camera.
Yeah.
So it's really intense, really intense.
Mm-hmm.
So, you do that for 12 hours and then you get back to the hotel and it's like someone suggests a game of werewolf and you're like, yeah, I need something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you vanish up to your room. You've got your lines for the next day. You learn them. You pass out. You wake up.
Oh, so you're
You just
learning
keep
the
doing
night
it.
before.
I don't know if everyone does that, but that's certainly what I do.
Yeah.
Because nothing's shot in order anyway. Like, there's
Yeah.
no point learning everything. And I don't think I physically could. I mean, it was what? So 2 series, so 24 episodes.
Mm.
That's too much.
That's
No
insane.
human being can hold that many words in their head.
That's insane. That's insane. Sean, with your work, I think you might be a little bit more like me. Is that I spend a lot of my time making stuff on my own.
Yep.
Is that what it's like for you as well?
Oh,
Just
yeah,
at
yeah.
home?
99% of the time I'm in this thing. And that's it, either here or by this. So like this literal, I think I've got about a 1 meter by 2 meter rectangle that I spend nearly all my time in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which is it's wild listening to you guys talking about traveling and tours and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
I mean, the furthest I probably go for my commute is probably like the 1 foot behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm most of the time I'm just in this room, just editing, because we'll shoot one day of the week and then the rest every other day of the week is editing. So yeah, it's kind of, do you like it? I quite like it.
It's that kind of you get into your own little zone. And like because I've got dual screens as well. I've got editing there, and then I'll have like that can roll while other stuff is rendering, or something. I've got something else on the other screen just to keep it going. And the time does seem to sort of evaporate, but it's just nice to have something to keep going, to keep you busy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
It's all about keeping busy at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
Us here, our self-employed creatives.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh,
Oh gosh,
Tax season coming up, boys.
yeah, that's But my brain just went, oh shit! As soon as you went freelance, I was like, oh god, yes, we are.
Yeah.
But let us not talk of such things. I really must insist that we get back to the hot dog thing.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Fucking hell.
It's so easy to go off the rails.
Do you know what? Actually, I've decided against that. So when you're touring, Alfie,
Yeah.
what is food like for you on those tours? Like, because you're basically at work during peak eating hours,
Yeah.
and then of course, as you
So-
say, you've got your meet and greets afterwards. So where do you find the time, and what do you eat when you find the time?
So morning is get up for the hotel breakfast.
Of
'Cause
course,
that's actual food. It's not like a lot of what I was eating on tour. I think it would be the same with the other boys. Just like meal deals or going to like your Subways, that kind of thing. Whereas like the hotel breakfast resembles something more home cooked.
it's a substantial meal as well.
And it's warm, like it's a hot meal. So like, yeah, load up on that, and then we'd be driving quite far most days. You'd stop at like a big services, and then you might go for. I've really enjoyed the food on tour because like it is just an excuse to like eat out all the time.
Yeah.
So like I would go services. The ones in Ireland are really good. My partner's Irish, and she was telling me about these things called centras. Have you heard of those? I think it's
No.
called a centra, and it's like you get them at services, but it's like a hot food. It's almost like a Subway, but it's like actual food. So you can get like warm like chicken goujon baguettes and stuff. Like it's really good. So,
So
if there's one
it's
of
like
those,
it's like a
smash those.
chain.
Yeah, they're chains, but you don't have them here. But I know people that move from Ireland to here are like that. They go, "Oh, I really miss those." It's like something we just don't do, which we definitely
that's
should.
another-
Do it in the accent, Alfie.
Sorry, sorry.
Do it in the accent.
Oh, what can I do? My Irish accent would just be like a Conor McGregor impression. So it'd be like,
I would still like to hear you say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I would really miss it."
I'd go, I'd really miss it. You know, I'd really miss it. Is
That's
that
really good.
That was all right, wasn't it? I do live with
really
an
good.
Irish
Very good.
person, but thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
Sorry about that. I do this to Sean a lot, and like,
yeah, he's a professional.
I know it's just when
It
someone
doesn't stop it from going, oh shit.
when someone says someone with a different accent from their own saying something, I always like to insist that someone gives it a go because
Yeah.
I believe in people,
Yeah,
and it's
Well, I
absolutely not an
smashed it.
evil thing that I'm doing. It's not.
I enjoyed
of course
doing
not.
it.
No, it's not abusive or manipulative. It's like
No, well,
it's-
we talk
it's
about on the
fun.
pod like there's certain accents you can do and certain accents you can't do because you get in trouble. And I have this really weird thing where I on happy hour did not want to do an Indian accent, even though my family are Indian and that's where my heritage is from. But I felt weird about doing it, so I didn't do an Indian accent. But then I have done an Irish accent on the pod, which doesn't make sense because there's nothing. That's more offensive because there's no Irish in my. Yeah, I just find
I
that
think
interesting.
when it comes to things like accents and that, if you like actually just having that thought process alone, I think it makes it a bit more acceptable for you to like.
Right.
Acceptable is such a shit word for it, but like it should take the guilt away because you are going. I want to do it with love. I'm not taking the piss. I'm just trying to, and that's because I find a lot of the time I've got myself into trouble because I used to call it mimicking, but apparently it's something called like echolalia or something, that if people are talking, as soon as they finish, I'll start talking in that accent. And I don't realize I'm doing it for a solid 10-15 seconds, and then you have to reel yourself back in. So, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like it's white people, it's fine, isn't it? Really, but if it's a white accent, then it's sort of just fine.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, it is. Yeah.
But let's be absolutely clear about this. Let's get down to brass
Maybe
tacks.
maybe that is it. It's something that really interests me because I'm like, there are definitely some where it's like, ooh, but then you're right, Italian, fine. People do it all the time. Do
That's-
Italians like it? I don't know.
I bet they love it. I bet if you went
You
up to
reckon?
an Italian and being like, "Oh," they love that.
Well, you're doing the hand gesture, so I mean that's like 40% of the communicative language.
That's
Do you
sort of
ever-
one of my favourite racist European jokes. Is what do you call an Italian with his hands tied behind his back? Mute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's going out. Cut that, actually. Don't
Yeah.
sue us.
Don't sue us, Italy.
When I went to Northern Ireland for work, obviously a very different kettle of fish accent-wise to the Republic of Ireland. Nearly impenetrable, actually. I got off the plane and into a taxi, and the taxi driver was super duper friendly, really, really nice guy. Recognized me for my work, which was nice. Like he
Oh, wow.
recognized Afterlife and recognized Boat Story. I think.
Cool.
I
Right.
think that's what he was saying.
Right. I think you'd struggle where I live. So I grew up in Suffolk, and the Suffolk Norfolk accent when it's really strong. Like my granddad's when he was alive was like it's so strong, and like it's sort of like that, and then you go right, and it's really hard to make out. My partner can't work it out half the time. And,
It's
like,
funny,
We've got
rounded
something
vowels.
similar, like over here, well, by where we are, we've got something called the Denji, and deep dark Essex. But yeah, there's a lot like the Denji accent is really sort of muddled and drawled, and sort of when you get used to it after a while. But yeah, so like if you're new to it, you're just like, what was that?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I was there in Belfast for like 4 days, and by the end of it, I'd gone native. Like, you know,
Really?
I started with this taxi driver being like, "Oh, no, you're going, what's right? Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I really like that." And I'm like, "Yes, absolutely. Thank you, friend."
Yeah.
By the end of it, there was a place I went to for a drink called the I think it's called the Ulster Sports Bar. It's sort of in the centre of Belfast. Shout out Ulster Sports Bar, don't sue us. And I walked in and had to have a Guinness, didn't I? Had to. I'm there.
Course,
They say it's
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
So I walk in and I say, "Hi, can I have a Guinness, please?" And immediately someone clocked the accent.
Really?
And like from the other end of the bar, just looked over and went, "What are you doing here?"
No way.
And I was like, right, okay. This is like the Rottweiler situation again. I need to be able to control this. And I thought to myself, what do I know about the Northern Irish? What do I know about them? I know, and I'm about to use a word, and I'm going to justify it afterwards. I know that they like crack, not cocaine.
Right. Yes.
I'm
Banter.
talking about the crack spelt crake, you know,
Yeah.
Craic.
Yeah.
They like the crack. So I thought to myself, right, what I need to do to diffuse this is make myself the whipping boy. That's what I need to do. I cannot take full advantage of the situation and like be the alpha. I'm not an alpha. I can't do that sort of stuff. I'm a gamma at best.
Yeah.
It's like baiting your way into the
Me
situation.
too.
So he's there going,
Yep.
"Oh, you're down here," and I just said, "I come in peace. I'm not here to oppress you."
Oh, nice.
And it was a brilliant quip. I was so proud of it.
Cool.
Not least because he then looks over and goes, "Huh, that's pretty funny. I'll stand you a pint."
Did
And I
he
was
say that?
Yes.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Big day for me.
Yeah. Well, my partner's from Belfast, and when I first met her, her accent was stronger. But it's so strange how, like, now her friends from Ireland will go like, "Oh, you're saying that really English." Like, it's strange how you do adapt over time to your surroundings with accent.
It's a big thing. Where I went to university, Royal Holloway, I knew a fair few Northerners, and one time we went back to visit, and that they all referred to my mate Joe as a Southerner now.
Really?
Like he'd been there for maybe 6 months, and they were like, "You've completely lost it. I can't understand you."
Really? Wow.
And it's funny, like, because if you would have been with them the whole time, their accent wouldn't have changed to you.
No.
And it's such a, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's sort of the nature of life, isn't it? We don't notice what's happening immediately around us, but everything's always changing, and I don't feel the same.
I knew you were going to say
What a
I
banger.
was keen to make that joke.
Oh, very good.
Right, we need to nail this down now because Alfie, we've taken up, frankly, an insulting amount of your time.
No. Right, it's not a sandwich. Sorry.
Okay, right, job done. Thanks, everyone. But I think broadly speaking, I liked what you said about, even though I pushed back on you at the time, that's just what I do. I'm a contrarian.
Yeah, fine.
I liked what you said about segregation.
Let's clip that.
I was
clip
really
that.
trying.
There we go. I'm going to
Because
clip that
you
one and
used
put that
word
as a
before,
short.
I think you could probably see it, Sean. You know what I look like when I'm thinking. I was going through my dictionary, my internal dictionary, going, "Don't say segregation."
You'd probably need the thesaurus then. That's probably why.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Anyway. All right, see you later.
That's why I didn't say thesaurus, because I was looking through the dictionary, Sean. It's all connected.
And that's why you couldn't find the word.
I liked what you said about just let things be things.
Yes.
Like, you know, we spend so much time trying to sort of categorize and like, you know, "Oh, it's a hot dog sandwich. It's a calzone pasty or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe they just are what they are.
Stop putting things into boxes. Let
Unless
them
you're moving
breathe.
house.
Unless you, yeah, physically you can put stuff in boxes, but
But where does that end?
yeah,
In this
absolutely
permissive
probably.
society of ours.
Actually, yeah, because you do have to have some boxes, I guess. Otherwise, there's too many words.
It ends when you put yourself in a box at the end.
Yeah.
And we're back to growing older and death.
Yeah.
A consistent theme on this podcast.
There's your hook. I like it.
It's something.
Yeah.
Well, I think we found our answer then. Alfie, thank you so much for being
Thank
on the
you.
podcast.
That was fantastic.
No, thank you. Anytime. Thank you very much.
You were absolutely brilliant. I mean, we were. I won't lie. We were a bit nervous.
Were you? Oh,
Yeah.
God, no. Don't
Well,
be-
for multiple reasons. Like number one, first guest. Number two, first time over Zoom. Number three, like we've spoken over WhatsApp, Alfie, but we've never actually.
Oh, yeah, we
spoken
haven't. That's
face-to-face,
so weird,
including
isn't it?
Ricardo.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like we have for some reason. But now you say that, we haven't.
We genuinely haven't. So there was also
Yeah.
at the back of my mind, I was like, what if he comes on and there's just no chemistry? And we're just all staring at each other.
God,
for
it's
40
lucky
minutes.
I didn't think of that. I would have well overthought that. Oh,
But now
brilliant.
here we are, however
Yeah.
long afterwards, and I hope you had a good time on
I
Shut Up
did.
and Answer the Question.
I had a brilliant time. And best of luck with the pod. I'll keep listening.
Thank you
Oh,
very
thanks,
much.
man.
Would you like to plug your stuff?
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be coming out in
about.
about 6 weeks, so
Okay.
sort of late April, early May.
So yeah, if you'd follow me on Alfie Indra on Instagram, I just post all my stuff on there. Yeah, just follow me on there, or X, or what else do I have? That's pretty much it.
Debo,
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah.
there you go.
Those were
Club
the days.
Penguin.
Oh, don't eat. Yeah, I was big on there, but I had a girlfriend on there actually. Miss her.
Right, okay, we're not ending the podcast just yet.
No, I was about 9. I just sent love hearts to this other penguin, and then we'd meet up every night and send each other love hearts. It was, yeah, chills.
Beautiful. What a beautiful sentiment to end this on.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very, very much, Alfie. Thank you, Sean.
Oh, thank you, Ethan. And thank you for listening as well.
Yeah. If you have, and if you haven't, then you're not hearing this, so it doesn't matter.
There we go.
Thank you anyway.
That was a nice, safe remark then.
Yeah, very safe. 5 stars. Not 4.
Not 4.
No, not 3. Definitely not.
Yeah, God forbid 3.
All right then. Bye bye,
Brilliant.
everyone. And now the outro comes in with all the bump.
Thank you for listening to Shut Up and Answer the Question. I am Sean Antony, at Sean Antony VO everywhere, and my co-host is Ethan Lawrence, Ethan D. Lawrence everywhere. If you want to follow the pod, on Instagram we are on Shut Up and Answer Pod, and on TikTok we are Shut Up Pod. If you've got a question that you'd like us to answer, send it to shutuppod@yahoo.com. That is SHUTUPPOD@yahoo.com. The music was by Eyes on Legs, and the artwork was by Kitsune Kei. Thank you very much, Podbean, for hosting our podcast. And we will see you next time.